Nah, that's the way I look at it. Like I know I be seeing a lot of different stuff, and people just kind of like it's almost like this merry-go-round and just going back and forth about the same
Mm-hmm.
about the same topic, right? And
Mm-hmm.
never really get no fucking where. And I'm
Man.
like, why are we doing this if we ain't really trying to like get somewhere? But
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest mistake that people make are in our community is you pointing the finger. Fuck a
Yeah.
point the finger, right? Like we got similar traumas. We black in this fucking country. So a lot of stuff that we go through is only exclusive to us.
Yeah.
So there is no one's fault. It's
Mm-hmm.
just this is how it is. Now let's start doing things to change how it is. So years from now it's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just
So
that's personally what you got to do.
so I actually do think it's somebody's fault, but it's probably not what you think I'm gonna say.
Okay,
And
for
a
sure. I'm
lot of
listening.
people don't. A lot of people don't notice about me unless, like I tell people, unless you have like a sit down and have a real conversation with me like this. A lot of people don't understand this about me because the videos I make, it's all about women, most of them. But that's my perspective. I'm a dude, like, and like I said, like I told somebody, I don't pick these. I pick these videos, but I don't go searching for none of these videos. They just land on my phone, and most of this shit I see people doing is women. So I'm a comment on that, right? When I see a dude doing something, I'm a comment. Like my mom told me, she was like, man, you, because she was like, man, some of them comments you saying about people, some people might feel a certain way. And I was like, look, I told her, I said, look, I can't just talk about women because they gonna think I'm like I actually hate women when I actually don't.
Right.
I actually don't. So that's why I told her I was like, look, I'd rather have the conversation and say shit about niggas and niggas get upset than for people to think I just hate women, right? Because
Yeah.
in all actuality, I think it's niggas' fault.
Okay, I'm listening. I want to
See,
hear this.
you're probably surprised by that, right? I 100% think it's niggas' fault, and it comes from this thing where I feel like everybody in the black community is acting the way they do, and so I'm gonna break it down how I broke it down on the last podcast.
Okay.
50% men's fault, 40% the government's fault, and 10% women's fault. Right?
Okay, I know where you're going, and I like this. I
Yeah.
like this. That to see and what you about to say, because I feel like I know where you're going with this, is why I say it's not either one of our faults.
Mm-hmm.
Because that 40% in my equation is the biggest one.
Uh huh.
Because, but go ahead. I know where you're
Mm-hmm.
going, and I like it because we don't talk about that enough.
And the reason why I give men a little bit more fault than the government is because at the end of the day, this our community. If we
Yes.
don't take charge for this shit, if we don't say like I tell people, and this come from me getting older, a lot of young niggas they'll let a female say shit just because they want to fuck. Like, nah, bro. So it's okay to tell her that that don't sound right, or just be play about it, bro. Like you don't have to be so horny all the time. I know niggas is horny all the time,
We
but you
are.
don't have to be so horny that we are just the first thing we do when we see a woman, or if we ain't got no game. Oh, let me buy you a bag. Let me take you shopping. Oh, let me do this. Let me trick. Cause I don't have no game. So when I say it's niggas' fault because we not teaching young men, hey nigga, say this, feel me, do this. You ain't don't spend no money on, don't do that, bro. Cause now when I say it's our fault, now they are acting like that because they are adapting to what they are receiving. They're
Yeah.
only doing that because the females are only saying, "Hey, give me some money off the first date," because niggas are approaching them like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So if
Like
niggas are approaching you like that, why wouldn't you do that? Like
it's
niggas
definitely learned
nowadays,
behavior. It's learned
yeah,
behavior.
like nowadays, why would I wait to fuck a girl when I know I can go down the street, I can go to this club real quick, and I know some girls probably gonna want to fuck me. She gonna probably come up to me because be honest, that's just how Houston is. Females is bold out here. Like I ain't gonna lie, I tell people the first six numbers I got, they asked for my number. And what's crazy about this? When I was younger, I used to be shy as fuck. I mean, I say something to girl, but I wasn't like I am now. Like I can go talk to a group of girls, pick out which one I want, bring a group of girls over here. Like I wasn't like that. I wasn't like
Right.
how I am now. Now that I'm like that, it was just crazy. Like I'm like, damn, girls just really just walking up to me, just like, what's up? So then what I notice is some of them will do this shit where, and it's real prevalent in Houston, where you will say something to a girl, you be like, "What's up?" Like you trying to have a conversation with her. Hey, and she heard, she instantly hit you with, uh, "You gonna take me shopping?" What? Like, hold on. I'm not that one. You got the right one, but you don't got the right one. Feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not that nigga that's finna just take you shopping. I'm not that nigga that's finna just take you on a trip. I don't even know you. First of all, I'm raised around pimps. Niggas get money from females. So first of all, you're not finna have me. You're not finna think you finna just come off. Hey, take you shopping. But that's cause that is the culture out here. The culture is, it's
Hmm.
basically that strip club culture.
Yeah.
Everybody after the club go to the strip club. And I understand it. I can't blame females for that. This is why I say it's niggas' fault. Because if niggas stop being so horny and just learn, okay, this is the way I get females, this is the way I fix this is why I do this, it'll be different. Because niggas won't be so horny and be like, man, I'ma just let her do whatever she want because I want to fuck. I ain't fucked in a while. Nigga, go home, beat your meat, bro. Like, nigga, go home, beat off, nigga. Like, before you go out, beat off. Like, it's okay to jack off. Like, nigga, do that.
Yeah, your
That way you go
brain.
out with a
Yeah.
clear mind.
Yeah, that's real talk. Well, you so it's funny because you say the government, and that gets into more of the generational shit, right?
Mm.
And
But, but
as
also
much
let
as
me
go ahead, yeah.
get to the government part. And the reason why I say it's 40% the government, right? Because the government did do some fucked up shit to us, right? We
Yes.
tried to
Yeah.
build shit and they fucked our community up with the welfare and all the little shit they did, right?
Yep.
And that's why I give them 40%, because the men wouldn't be like that if they would have let us stride and progress and become what we were supposed to become, right? But the reason why I give the men a little, like 10% more, because at one point, at a certain point, niggas got to step up and be like, no, this is not the way we do this. This
Yeah.
is
That's
wrong.
real. Yeah.
We got to take control. We got to take responsibility. This is why I'm a big proponent of everything is my fault. Even if it's not, it's my fault. Like you never want to say a girl going out at night getting raped is her fault.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nah.
it's not,
Nah.
but
It's
if you think about it like this, when you, and not the perspective of it's your fault, it's not me saying it's your fault you got raped. The perspective is, how do I not put myself in this position next time? Like motherfucker say, oh, my girl cheated on me. Did you know the signs? You probably didn't. You probably didn't give a fuck about the signs. You're like, oh no, that's little. But it's your fault because nigga, you didn't take the time to say, nah, this ain't right. Hold on, this ain't right. You just, oh, it's little. No, it's not little. This is not right. Something's going on here. And if you just let it persist and something happen, nigga, that's your fault because you could have avoided the situation altogether.
well. You said So you said you so I use the same logic when it come to like um how you how your household is, or like, so I
Mm,
think I'm a big believer in like the man of the house, kind of like, whether he realizes it or not, dictates like how things are going to be here, right? Like
mm,
if you are very consistent, if you have discipline, if you have a routine, then the people in your household will too, right? Like I know, like, even though we're talking now, I am a man of few words, but I do
mm,
know that like my wife is more of the nurturer and the play, and like and all of that with my daughter and everything. A lot of
mm,
stuff that she gonna get from me is gonna be what I don't say, but what I
mm,
show. And I think that like in the household, you're absolutely right. Like how you move as a man is how everybody kind of else does in your household, right? Like my wife takes after some of the things for me, right? Like I work out, right? Like I ain't no bodybuilder or nothing, but I do work out, right? Like I consistently do that. And so like not because I told her to, but because she kind of wanted to get on my program, so to speak. She does it too, right? Like she does her own
mm,
thing, but like she does it. And when we first got together, that really wasn't her thing, right? Like she would do some class and stuff here and there, but like she a slim girl, right? Like she never
mm,
really had to work out, but like because I do it, she didn't really want to feel left out. And so she's like, well,
mm,
if you're doing it, I'm gonna do it, right? Like, and so like I agree with you when it comes to that as a man, right? Like if you have a solid program in the way that you are and what you putting out there, people want to follow that shit. And
Yeah.
and so like I do think that's definitely qualities of a man, right? But um, you know, I would take it a step further when it comes to like whose fault it is. Like you can look at the rap music, like you can
Yeah.
look at a lot of different stuff in our community that's like it's very much a part of our community, but it's also very damaging. And
Hmm.
most of the time people don't want to talk about that. But I know when I was growing up or we was growing up, because I know we kind of the same age, I knew I listened to the music, but I knew it was entertainment.
Yeah.
I wasn't hypnotized by it to where like I
Hmm.
wanted to be like that. The generation after us and the generation after that generation are very
Hmm.
different in that matter, right? But like um you're right. Like it is our responsibility as men to kind of like walk and kind of conduct ourselves in a certain manner. I really do. I'll go with you there. But when it comes to the dating thing, I think I believe that like we both bear a lot of it, and we both gotta, like you gotta look at yourself and see
Hmm.
like if a woman wants to be wed, she gotta look at herself and what she's doing and not doing, and,
Hmm.
and why she attracted certain guys, and the guy got to do the same thing. Like if you getting played out all the time and you showing up on dates and the bitch ain't there and everything like that, what are you putting out there to where
Yeah.
like you keep or what pond are you fishing in, right? Like maybe the girls that you're pursuing really ain't the girl that you should be pursuing.
Hmm.
To be honest, you might be dating a little far up the totem pole and you really
Hmm.
need to be down here. That's a personal thing that you got to figure out. But like, you got to ask yourself, why are you getting taken advantage of?
Hmm.
Why is, people just want to go out to lunch with you and then never call you again, right? Like, you might
Yeah.
be dating in the wrong pool. So
Hmm.
it's still a personal accountability kind of thing in my opinion. But I do think as a community, we still got a lot of work to do. We
Hmm.
really do. We really do. But it does start with self.
Like, and to go back to what you just said, how you said, why am I the one to keep getting the girls that just ghosted me, right?
Yep.
A lot of what I noticed when I was younger, what I used to do, and a girl told me this, and I understood when she said it, I was like, man, that makes so much sense. As I got older, it started to get more confidence in myself and start believing in myself. Like, damn, girls really do like me. I ain't gotta. I'm like, if I just be myself and be genuine, and I got a good personality, and I can hold a
Yep.
conversation, it is what it is. I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing was when I was younger, my whole thing was, oh, I gotta fuck, let me fuck,
Yeah, we think of
and
it, and that goes to what I talk about our maturity, right? Like
yeah,
we sport fishing, we clapping and we throwing it back in the water, right? Like that's what we did.
yeah. And what this girl told me, she was like, it was crazy because we reconnected. She came out here and we reconnected. Uh, and she was like, what's crazy when you was younger, all I felt was like you just wanted to fuck me. She's like, I don't feel like that no more.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, man, it's because I'm older. I'm like, I honestly did want to fuck you. Like, that's like, I'm just older now. It's like, and the thing is, I don't give a fuck about fucking. I don't give a fuck about that. And I say this in my videos. I tell niggas, stop setting up everything you do with a girl to fuck, because that's when you're gonna get disappointed when she don't want to fuck.
Hmm. And we
Because you are
and
gonna get
go ahead.
so disappointed because you like,
Mhm.
man, she ain't let me fuck tonight. Fuck that bitch. Nah,
Yeah.
bro, go take her somewhere where you want to go. Go have fun. Enjoy the moment you are in.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, your time is more valuable. So is your time just worth a nut, or is your time worth a great memory and a great time?
But you also, if you, so if it wasn't, like we see videos and stuff of guys that, fly a girl out and then are disappointed when the girl don't want to, get physical. And I even, I showed my wife some of those videos before, and she was like, like, was it established before the flying out began? And obviously, if it was, then, so be it. And then like, but it's like I believe so. Women control the access to sex. Men
Mm-hmm.
control the access to marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Men. We do not control the access to sex. If a woman
No.
wants to lay down with you, she will. If she doesn't and that still happens, then you raped her. It's just clear as day, right? That's why
Hmm.
I say, like, as simple as that. They control the access to sex, we control the access to marriage. They can't get married unless we say we want to get married to them, and we can't have sex with them unless they say they want to have sex with us, right? And so,
Hmm.
like, fine. I don't fight that feeling. I don't fight like that natural way that it is, right? And so, um, if a woman likes you, she gonna let you know. There are different ways and there are different signs that she's gonna give you to let you know that she's interested. And there's gonna be different signs and ways that she's gonna let you know she's not interested. And I agree with you that like there's got to stop going into stuff with expectations. A woman nowadays shouldn't just be expecting that like a guy's gonna buy her a whole bunch of stuff and trick off and everything like that. And a guy shouldn't be going in a situation expecting like I'm finna hit him on the first date just because like I bought her lunch and stuff like that. No, it don't work that way. It shouldn't work that way, right? Like you shouldn't have overly like out of this world expectations coming from the chick, and the chick shouldn't have the same about you, right? Like,
Hmm.
and somewhere along the lines it's gotten that way, but but I'm gonna keep it simple. Stay in your lane.